And now, join Kevin Hart as he dives into the minds of some of your favorite celebrities. This is Gold Mines with Kevin Hart.
I'm Kevin Hart, and I'm welcoming Petty Crimes to Heartbeat. Petty Crimes is a weekly comedy podcast with co-hosts and longtime friends Kara, Jane O'Sullivan, and Griff Stark-Ennis add a playful twist to the world of true crime. In each episode, the hosts passionately investigate minor interpersonal disputes and deliver a hilarious yet analytical verdict, which is perfect for fans of comedy, podcasts, true crime enthusiasts alike. Now, what I want you to do is tune in every week for a fresh dose of humor and drama wherever you get your podcast and on YouTube.
Whoa. The room is on fire. Oh my God.
I've never cared more, and it's never mattered less.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. That's Petty Crimes, baby.
Welcome back to Petty Crimes, the only true crime comedy podcast that exclusively investigates non-crimes. Hey, Griff, how we doing?
I'm good, Kira. I have a root canal scheduled tomorrow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And I'm a little nervous about it. Have you ever had one?
I have not. A root canal is when one of those guys is not doing so good?
I guess. I mean, we talked about this on Scam Goddess, honestly. We were on the show a few weeks ago, and I went to two dentists to make sure I needed one. They both said yes. And apparently, according to my mom...
The most Griff thing I've ever heard. No problem.
I'm not just going to let someone operate on my mouth without,
Didn't say it was bad, didn't say it was good.
Okay,
just said it was very you.
You're right. Sorry, defensive. Because I'm nervous. But my mom said that she's had a few recently, and she's also had a few years ago, and they've made it a much better process. So... I just have had so much dental work done. I'm just tired, but it's really important.
It'll go great.
Thanks, I hope.
Do you get to take some pills?
Oh, I don't know. I have work that evening, so I hopefully...
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I have...
The evening of a root canal, you're working?
Yes. Oh, wow, I never thought of that. Okay.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah, please.
Let's get Griff out of there.
Help me. Just so I can focus on my root canals,
Yeah, right. Because he's got many more coming.
No. What's new with you, Kira? What's the 411? You keep me young.
Same shit, different toilet. Let's get to the crime.
Oh my God. Okay. Classic Kira response. Yes, we have a good crime prepared today.
Okay.
And honestly, this season so far, all the crimes have been good. So no surprise there.
Still waiting for that mortician crime.
That would be great. If anyone out there works with the deceased in that type of way and has a petty story that took place at is it a mortuary?
A morgue.
A morgue.
Even if you work with the deceased in a different capacity, I would be open to that too.
Okay.
Just something around that would be cool.
Perfect. I want that now too.
Cool.
It's on your wish list and now it's on my wish list.
Oh, manifest.
Okay. Manifest. Now, before we get into the players involved in today's crime, let's pause for a quick commercial break. Welcome back, Kira. Are you now ready for the crime?
Let's go.
Okay. This crime was submitted by someone we're going to be calling Carrie. Mm-hmm. And it involves Carrie, of course, her sister Bridget, her brother Rory, and then Jenna, who's Rory's girlfriend. These names were taken from a show I used to love called 8 Simple Rules for Dating My Teenage Daughter. And I was looking for a show that had a trio of siblings in this gender order, and it came to me.
Wow.
It dawned on me.
Never even heard of this show.
It's so good. Kaylee Cuoco's breakout role.
Oh.
Yeah.
Love
she
her.
was fantastic. And she's crushing it now. Always has been. Okay, without further ado. Without any further promotion for a show that's not on air anymore. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
Hey, Griff and Kira. Oh, my name first.
Shut up.
I know. We flip-flop, and I love it. Love you guys and this podcast so much. I want to start by saying I think this petty crime has it all, in parentheses, but I'm obviously biased. It's got family, pranks, Snapchat, millennial versus Gen Z, and a true non-crime situation. Let's jump in.
I already have thoughts, but you'll hear them later.
Okay, thank you. To save them. I think they'll evolve.
Sure.
She says, my name is Carrie, 32 years old, female, and middle child of 3. My sister Bridget is 34, and my brother Rory is 24.
Whoa, great.
We complete our sibling trio. We're a close, loving Midwest family, and we love a good prank. To give context to what type of prank family we are, my sister is the classic jump out and scare coworkers in your mid-30s adult.
Ugh, Griff.
Criminal or minimal?
Criminal. You're nasty for that.
Why did you say my name?
Because last night, you scared my husband
I did.
at the movie theater. And it was not okay.
Oh my God. It's going to give me enough fuel for a few weeks. It's like an addiction I have.
And the last time you visited me at my apartment in LA,
yeah,
right before he leaves, he goes, "There's a spirit in here." And then he leaves. You're not well.
I just like putting people on their toes. And last night's was great. Sorry, Alex. Love you, but you're part of the fam now, so.
So that's how I feel about pranks.
They get it. They get it. She continues, we'll also use a birthday as a good reason to put your face on a t-shirt. For instance, when my brother turned 21, we had t-shirts made and we all secretly wore them to his birthday dinner, surprising him. The photo we used was a photo of Rory getting released from jail for minor consumption. I've included a group photo of that if you'd like to see.
I would love to.
Perfect. Cue it up.
Wow, great sense of humor.
Yeah, great sense of humor.
Yeah, it's a family photo where they're all wearing, as they said, matching t-shirts of a man getting arrested for under consumption.
Yeah, and everyone's wearing jeans. I just have to call that out. I don't know what that's about, but maybe that's a Midwest thing.
That's true.
And the t-shirt looks great.
Love it.
The faces are blurred because, we love our petty criminals. All good, lighthearted, innocent pranks, right?
So far.
So far. Now let's get into the crime at hand. My brother has a girlfriend, Jenna, who is 25. Rory and Jenna have been together for 4 years.
Wow.
And we love Jenna.
Well, they're in the Midwest, so it's about time to get married.
Oh.
Oh.
Boop, boop, boop. Interesting point. She fits right into our family, and we couldn't ask for a better girlfriend for our brother. Every year, Rory goes on a fishing trip with our dad somewhere where there is zero cell service. The first year they started this tradition, Rory wasn't aware of this Gen Z crippling detail, and he lost all of his Snapchat streaks.
Oh,
Something extremely Gen Z in my millennial opinion.
Yeah.
Do you know what a Snapchat streak is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. No, sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't Snapchat each other.
No, we don't.
And maybe we don't need to.
I hear from you plenty.
Right back at you, sister. Yeah, maybe Snapchat is an area where we don't need like an open line of communication.
Yeah, we're safe.
So him losing a streak, this was so detrimental to Rory that he actually emailed Snapchat support and they restored all of his streaks.
They did?
Yes. But a quick criminal or minimal, do you think it's criminal or minimal that Rory reached out to Snapchat HQ to reinstate his streaks?
I do.
Okay.
Because you know what? Your streak was discontinued.
Oh.
You're a liar and a cheat.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like not an authentic streak.
No, You went off the grid, and I think that's great, and I'm happy for you. Your streak has reset.
Yeah. Oh, consequences of going off the grid.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I hear you.
I mean, if you're doing dry January and you take the 27th off to go to a wedding.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't do dry January.
That is such a good point, and people do that.
Do whatever you want.
Fast forward to the following year's fishing trip. This time, Rory was prepared for the lack of cell service. Rory gave his girlfriend Jenna his Snapchat login information so that she could keep up his beloved Snapchat streaks, which she lovingly did for him.
I would argue this is fair.
Oh.
He found a loophole.
Okay.
I'm not mad.
Okay, so if there's a loophole, go through it, and you have less problem with it.
He gave somebody a login to his account. The account is still active.
Okay.
Emailing, I call bullshit. This, I call fair.
Oh, I like this perspective.
Great.
I like it. All was well. This brings us to this current year's fishing trip. This Snapchat hack sparked an idea in my sister and me. A little prank that my sister and I thought might be fun, lighthearted, and innocent. Us 3 siblings have a sibling Snapchat group where we all share all the happenings of our lives. Since we knew Jenna would have access to Rory's Snapchat while he was fishing, Bridget and I decided that this was a good opportunity to prank Jenna by way of that siblings group Snapchat. So, a few days before his fishing trip, we asked Rory if Jenna would, in fact, once again have his Snapchat login information like the previous year. He confirmed that she would.
Great.
We then told him that we were going to prank her. She says he responded, okay.
Great.
We actually do have a screenshot of that exchange between the sisters and Rory.
Ooh.
Just to bring
To
in,
verify.
Exactly, full picture to verify.
Because people say they ask for permission and it's like, did you?
Also, our petty criminals, they write their emails to us, and sometimes what they say isn't necessarily what actually was said. And now in petty crimes court, we have the ability to actually see what they said.
Sometimes.
And
other times we don't.
Yeah, and maybe they're faking it, but cue it up. Okay. Cue. Do we like the name of the group chat?
Yeah, a sibling group chat named The Beneficiaries. I do.
Oh, that didn't click with me. That's funny. Like,
it is funny.
They're the ones who are gonna reap the benefits of the will.
This family's funny.
This family is funny. Good point.
Okay.
Do you want to read what's in blue, and I'll read it on behalf of Rory.
Rory, is Jenna checking your snaps while you're gone?
Yes.
Starting when? We're going to prank her.
Tomorrow night. End scene. Yeah, perfect.
Thank God we read that.
Yeah, thank God. We're painting the full picture, and every brushstroke matters.
One thing I have to say right now.
Okay.
This man is not cheating.
Okay. Why?
Because he gave his girlfriend the login to his Snapchat while he will be gone for an indeterminate amount of time fishing. I mean, Jenna, rest easy at night. Your man is not cheating, has never cheated, will never cheat.
Never did I think of that trust and that transparency. That is why you're sitting across from me.
You are safe with this man.
I love that.
And he's a painfully bad texter, so you're extra safe.
Well, his texts seem familiar to me, at least. You know, it doesn't have to be like the most words, efficient.
Fine.
Whatever. So he confirmed that she would, as you see. We then told him that we were going to prank her, as you see as well. He responded, not okay, right? She said he responded okay. He didn't really. Would you consider this the brother's approval now that we're actually seeing the messages?
Yes, I would say it's tacit approval.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We are going to prank her tomorrow night.
Got it. And if he had thought otherwise, he would have said, don't do that. Because he's not verbatim saying, like, go for the prank, but he's also not saying go for the prank.
He's not saying much.
Yeah, he's not saying much. He's not, yeah, boy. Okay. So we got the brother's approval. All should be good, right?
Yes.
However, things did not turn out good.
Oh.
Kira, remind the court how long Jenna and Rory have been together.
4 or 5 years?
4 years. Yeah, that's what they said. Okay, just keep that in mind. We'll help too.
Uh-oh.
So the fishing trip starts. Rory is completely off the grid. Jenna has Rory's phone, and I plant the first seed. I sent a Snapchat to the sibling group with the caption, quote, I can't wait for Jenna's surprise. Bridget responds, so excited. Thoughts so far, and put yourself in the shoes of Jenna.
Not hard for me to do. She's going to think that she's getting engaged.
Oh, yeah. It didn't occur to me when I was reading this crime at this point it didn't occur to me.
What are these sisters up to?
Innocent fun, truly, but everything is up for interpretation. Then there is radio silence for 24 plus hours. Now, because I'm a millennial, I cannot tell if the messages have been opened by Rory's account. So I decided to double down. I decide to send a second Snapchat to the group with the caption, only a few more days. Bridget responds again with, can't wait.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah, they double down. Still not knowing if these messages have been opened.
Okay, no. You can't know. If you don't know how Snapchat works, get off the app.
Okay.
You either got to know what you're doing or get off the horse.
Okay, that's fair. But I, the other night, was Snapchatting with a few of my friends, and I was curious. I was like, is there actually not a way to see the details of who's opened and whatnot? All it says is opened. It doesn't say who's opened it. It says who's currently seeing it, but it doesn't show who's seen the photo like in the past. Just for context. She continues, still not knowing if these messages have been opened. I go to bed that Saturday night.
I can tell you they've been opened. I can tell you right now they've been opened.
Why do you say that?
Because they've been opened.
Okay. She goes to bed that Saturday night, unaware of what was to unfold. I wake up to Bridget calling me early in the morning.
The sister.
Of Sunday, exactly, confessing to me that she's messed up and has revealed our prank to Jenna. She tells me that Jenna called her from a bachelorette party saying that she feels so bad for opening the group chats as she felt like they weren't for her, but that reading them has left her on cloud 9 since Friday.
Oh.
And that she's so excited.
What was the point of this prank? What was it supposed to be?
Oh, that's a really good question, and I didn't pick up on it.
That is the one question. That is the only question.
I think it was just it was not thought through. They clearly, you'll hear more, they didn't think about where Jenna and Rory were within their relationship. They literally just were like, let's pretend that like we're planning a surprise birthday party or a surprise party for this person. Super, it's like kind of juvenile pranking, but it was taken out of context.
I mean, I'd love to hear if there's more to this story, but I am calling bullshit.
The story ends there. No, I'm kidding. It doesn't. That'd be such a bad story. Carrie says she was crying with excitement, which made Bridget feel horrible. Jenna's overwhelming feelings led Bridget to confessing to Jenna that it was all a joke and that there was, in fact, no surprise being planned. Jenna's tears of excitement very quickly turned into tears of sadness, ... and anger. Bridget apologized profusely and then Jenna hung up on her. Very quickly after her phone call with Bridget, Jenna then texted me. And I think at this point we can cue up that text exchange. What's the first message you're seeing from Jenna?
Jenna wrote, I dislike you because what you said to the SIB group.
That was to Carrie. Obviously, she and Bridget had spoken on the phone. And so, Jenna's texted Carrie this. I dislike you.
They're doing what the gals do. They're triangulating.
And I do want to point it out in case it's been lost in court. If you can see what time it was sent, 11 p.m., not so fucking lucky. And our Jenna, like she mentioned, was at a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
So at this point, what state do you think Jenna's in?
She's lost in the sauce. But she's joking when she says, I dislike you. Like, she's like, she's like mad, but she's being like, like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, I dislike you. That's like what that means because what you said in the group chat.
Okay.
And like, can we keep reading this?
Yeah, let's keep reading it.
Okay.
I'll read for Carrie. Jenna, I'm so incredibly sorry. It was never my intention to hurt your feelings. We love you so much and only did it because of how close we are. I should have thought more about how sensitive the topic was. I truly am really sorry. And then she says,
I totally get it. Still hurts a lot, but it's fine.
Contrary to what you said, I don't read the I dislike you as like a fun little jab.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
Have you ever in earnest texted anyone, I dislike you?
No, I've not. Okay. Point taken. We were submitted kind of a fuller exchange of the back and forth between Jenna and Carrie. Okay. I will say Jenna milks it a little bit more. And so regardless if she's actually hurt by this or, the I dislike you is like, meaningful and not in jest, she does for a while, I think, live in the kind of sorrow land that this caused. Would you like to see the rest of that exchange just for context, Kira?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Carrie continues to say, no, I'm really sorry. It was insensitive and I should have thought about it more. We truly love you so much or we wouldn't be playing pranks on you. I feel horrible that I hurt your feelings. It was really meant to be lighthearted.
Big sad. Wonder what it's like to be engaged. Good thing we are broke. Oh, she's wasted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then 11:16 p.m., 4 minutes later, Jenna says, call me.
And then Carrie responds, did you hang up or did your phone die? And then Carrie says, I love you so much. I'm so sorry about the joke. We really didn't mean to hurt your feelings or anything. Crying, sad face.
It's fine. Just hurts a bit, but I'm used to it.
Yeah. Do you see what I mean? Carrie responds to that saying, we never, in all caps, meant to hurt you, darling. Darling, I'm so sorry. Please know we didn't mean any harm, but we did, and we will try to make it up to you. You are our sister. Love you.
Well, I heard after that one, so I'm Gucci. She's gone.
Okay.
Jenna's gone.
I think there was one more. Should we...
Oh, now we've entered a group chat with the sisters.
Now both sisters have messaged Jenna.
Oh, the texts are getting longer.
Yep, to double down on the apologies. Do you want us to read these?
Well, Jenna responds to a very long text. I hate that this topic is so sensitive on me, but it just hurts a little more when you see all your friends getting married and having babies.
Team.
Carrie says,
I'm really, really sorry. I know. It's like, what do you say at this point?
Damn.
Yeah. Okay, so the exchange goes between Jenna and Carrie, and then both sisters double down, which is a theme here, on the apology. It seems night of. Jenna's clearly, not only has she been duped, but she's feeling pretty tipsy, I'd say, at the bachelorette party.
And she's at a bachelorette.
Mm-hmm. She continues saying, over the next few days, weeks really, and we just saw this, Bridget and I continued to apologize for our insensitivity.
Oh, and she can't even call her boyfriend because he's in the mountains with his daddy.
And over the next few days, Jenna also starts voicing things, which we saw, right?
Yes.
She's not jealous, but just sensitive to seeing people around her going through chapters that she can only hope for.
Yeah.
Jenna made a handful of comments to Bridget, who is 9 years older and who has been with her own fiance for the same amount of time. That included things like we just read, which is, you don't know what it's like to watch all your friends get married. I wish I was celebrating my engagement, etc. Clearly, in formulating our prank, we did not take into consideration Jenna's desire to be engaged and what that fake surprise encouraged her to imagine / get excited about, which, again, I didn't think about. Boy. Clearly, Bridget and I are on trial here, but I do want to say a few last things in our defense.
Let's hear them.
Carrie and Bridget's defense points. Snapchat groups do not track streaks, so technically there was no reason for her to open this group chat.
No.
Okay.
The sisters know that the boyfriend gave the phone to Jenna. They're all really close. Jenna opened these messages thinking they'd be for her.
Yeah.
She wasn't being Snoopy McNosy. She literally has the boyfriend's phone. They knew she would read them, and she did.
Okay.
Do not gas. No. Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah.
No.
No gaslighting.
They knew she would read them, and she did.
Okay, fair. You're the jury.
That was the whole point of the prank.
Okay.
So don't turn it back on her, you sorry-ass sisters.
Okay. Point 2, Bridget and I never said what the surprise was in the Snapchats.
Boo.
Engagement was never mentioned.
You nasty.
And then 3, Rory never said anything to Bridget or me after returning home from his fishing trip about this prank. And this one was interesting to me because it's like, where does Rory fall into this? So we did ask Carrie if Rory knew what happened at all. Mm-hmm. And we do, I think, have their correspondence in that regard. So we can't, honey, we have all the texts today.
Wow.
Yeah. Carrie,
this one is good.
Carrie came prepared. Love you, Carrie. Let's cue that photo up. And so Carrie got the screenshot of Rory and Jenna basically talking about what happened. So to the question of Rory knowing about the prank, yes, he did. And should I read for Rory?
Yes.
Oh, you are right, babe. You do have every right to feel that way. I'm so sorry. They shouldn't have done that. I don't know why they did.
I'm sorry about it, and I will stop making you feel bad about it. Please don't yell at your sisters.
Okay, I won't. Okay. So, and then Carrie follows up with us. She said this via email. We do have photo evidence of the text exchange, which we just saw, where he says it's fine. So we don't see this in the text, but I think the way that he's communicating to Carrie and Bridget is that it's minimal, pun intended, and it's funny. Which is why I think it didn't escalate beyond Rory and Jenna.
Just because he doesn't want to talk about it doesn't mean he thinks it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes the fellas just don't want to talk anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. And sometimes the fellows really want to talk a lot, which has been problematic for me. And then the 4th point, Bridget and I both brought up the prank to our significant others prior to doing it, and they both agreed that it was funny.
Oh, you asked your husbands what they thought?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. Love you guys. XOXO Carrie. That was the end. That's the end of the crime in itself. You do bring up a good point. They asked both of their, I think, male spouses what they thought about it. And I myself fell victim to not like double clicking on what that would mean to Jenna. So,
Well, you've got a jury of your peers today, Jenna. Make no mistake.
Okay, perfect.
I know. I'm mixing the metaphors. She's not even the one who submitted it. I don't even know who's on trial, but whatever.
It's okay. That Snapchat will disappear soon.
Okay, great.
Now, Kira, can you, before we tick into the verdicts, we're trying to do this every episode, give us a recap based on how you've come to understand the crime?
Certainly. Carrie and Bridget are the decade older sisters.
Damn.
To Rory. It's just the truth.
It's the truth.
Who is 25 and has been, or he's 24 rather.
Yeah.
His girlfriend's 25, Jenna.
Oh, cougar.
And they've been in a relationship for 4 years now. They all live in the Midwest. They're a pranky family.
Prank.
Rory goes on his 2nd annual no Wi-Fi fish trip with his dad.
And I think it might even be his third annual.
Oh, excuse me. So Jenna, the girlfriend, has the phone. The sisters know this. They inform their brother that they will be pranking his girlfriend.
Good
They
phrasing.
do not say what the prank will be. They allude via Snapchat group chat that a very special surprise will be happening to Jenna while she is on a bachelorette party and her mans is out of town. And then they try to walk it back.
I'll walk it back. The being at the bachelorette party is a huge point that
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I didn't think, because her mind is in that,
Yes, it
even
is.
more so in that world.
Yes, it is.
This is why we do those recaps now, baby. Okay. You covered it. We saw the text exchange. Jenna's clearly in her feels. We're ready. We're ready for the verdicts.
They put her there.
They put her there. Gee, damn. All right. Verdict question number 1. Is the family guilty for pranking each other in general?
No,
Okay. That's just light and insensitive.
they're having fun.
Okay. Is Rory guilty for asking Jenna to cover his Snapchatting while he's away on a fishing trip?
No, he is not. I like his style.
Yep, you found a loophole, you go through it.
I don't quite understand why he cares that much, but I believe this is a generational divide.
It is.
And I respect.
And we're millennials, he's not.
No problem.
It means something to him.
And also the Gen Z versus millennial, shut up.
Oh, I think it's so true though. But like, I hear your point, but
I just don't care. I'm sorry, but the sands of time will come for us all.
oh my Lord, so deep.
But I'm like, I don't care. I don't care if you're 31. I don't care if you're 27. We're all going to be dead.
Yeah, and a prank's a prank.
And a prank's a prank.
Prank's a prank. Speaking of, are Carrie and Bridget guilty for this Snapchat surprise prank?
Yes, they are.
Why?
They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing and they did it. And they were doing it to get a reaction. They didn't realize quite how devastated it would make Jenna.
Yeah.
But they were going for it and they knew what they were doing and they did it. And they're guilty, guilty, guilty.
Damn. Okay.
They fully knew what they were doing.
Okay. You're in the jury. Is Jenna guilty for opening the siblings group chat Snapchat?
Not at all. Everybody knows whose custody the phone is in.
Okay. Ugh, good points. 2 more. Is Jenna guilty for reacting emotionally when she discovered that there was no surprise?
No,
No.
not at all. I love Jen and Jen is perfect.
And you think she was fine to like really keep Carrie and Bridget in that kind of guilty hole?
This poor woman, this poor 25-year-old woman in the Midwest is on a Nashville bachelorette and is getting pranked by these women in their mid-30s via Snapchat, alluding to the possibility that an engagement is getting planned, and then they immediately walk it back. And she has to seep into the reality that they would actually really like to get engaged, but unfortunately they don't have the cash right now for a ring or a wedding.
Okay.
Get to know your brother a little more. Get to know your future sister-in-law a little bit more. Because what you have done today is wrong. And you will be paying for the wedding.
Whoa. The room is on fire. Oh my God.
I've never cared more. And it's never mattered less.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. That's petty crimes, baby. All right. And the final one. Is Rory guilty for waiting 4 years to propose? With all that said, Kira.
No.
Okay.
The guy's 24.
Oh, okay.
He's good.
Okay.
And, I would even argue 6 years is good.
Yeah. I don't know. Just speaking, Speaking of.
I mean, it's not great.
But it happened.
But life happens and you make it work.
It happened.
Yeah.
I like all of those. Do you have one last question about this whole situation with the fake engagement, how it made Jenna feel, maybe what is happening currently?
Yeah, I would like to know where the couple is at today.
Unfortunately, they're engaged. Oh! They're engaged. We can cue the photo up.
Yeah! Oh my gosh. Yay. Love is real.
I really like that background. The logs are nice. Yeah. Okay, so it did happen. I'm curious
Jenna is adorable.
She is adorable.
He's cute too.
I'd be curious, and let us know, Carrie, or even Jen and Roy, how soon after this prank did the engagement happen? Because I can't speak to most men, but I think sometimes men need a little kick in the ass to realize what they should be doing. And I wonder if the silver lining to this story is Mr. Rory finally realized he needed to propose. Whoa, I wasn't thinking of that before coming into this crime.
I'm open to the possibility, but I'm not going to give the sisters that credit.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, we're not walking back at all this episode. Okay.
I also never like to think like, oh, because of this random thing over here, that's when he decided to do this big thing in his relationship. Like, I like the idea that couples come to their own decisions on their own time,
Okay.
you know, rather than being like tricked into
Yeah.
it. I love this story.
Yeah.
I was really mad at Carrie and Bridget, but I'd like to say it's already funny to me.
Okay, yeah.
I had a very hot reaction, just like Jenna. I put myself in her shoes. The story is already funny to me, and I'm already over it.
I have said this already. I didn't put myself enough in Jenna's shoes. And clearly, you know, Carrie and Bridget didn't either. I'm so glad you did that for us because I think it's giving Jenna the justice she deserves.
Good.
And I wonder if I would have been able to do that for her. And I don't think I would have.
Well, that's why we're both here, honey. Love ya. Good crime. Good job. That was a good one. Griffey, you ready for a little criminal or minimal?
Always.
Okay. Criminal or minimal submitted by Taylor on Instagram using the term grandpup.
For your grandchild? Assumingly?
If they're a dog.
What? Oh, okay. What? So like you have a dog, that dog gives birth, and you now have...
No.
What?
You have a child.
Oh.
An adult child, and they have a dog.
Criminal.
You don't like it?
No, I just don't like it.
You don't think it's cute?
I don't know that I have a deep explanation, but it just isn't hitting my ears nicely.
Grandpup?
No, because it just reminds me of pup play, which like is completely different.
What's that?
Oh, Google it.
Okay.
Don't Google it. Let me save you a Google. Criminal or minimal submitted by Bailey Huff. Ruining a spider's web as it's making it.
Oh. Whew. If it's in your home, minimal. If you're outdoors, criminal.
Okay. I think that's very fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like the gut instinct is to be like, no, don't ruin its home. Every being deserves a home. But you bring up a good point of it being in your house potentially. So
Yeah.
didn't think of that.
Yeah. But outside, I mean, spiders keep the skeeters down.
They sure do. Love them for it.
Criminal or minimal? A coworker sending their team's away message to feeding my baby.
Oh, interesting. Minimal.
Totally.
Minimal. Yeah. It's just that's what you're doing. You know?
What you're doing.
Who cares? We were all fed once when we were babies.
Absolutely.
Speak on it.
But I'm sure there are some coworkers out there who are like, blah, I hate seeing that.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I'm not going to say that like being a new mother it's absolutely something to celebrate, but it does beg the question, and maybe we can get a few mommy submitted crimes or new mommy submitted crimes. Like, how much do you need to like scream it at the top of your lungs? I'd argue pretty loudly and whenever you want, but that doesn't mean that people won't have thoughts on it, which is what this criminal or minimal is.
I mean, I think being specific is helpful because it gives the person a range like, oh, got it. You might be back in, 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I like it. Criminal or minimal, submitted by Aaron_Swisher. Love tapping cars while trying to parallel park.
Criminal.
What? Love tapping?
Is that hitting them a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's going to be a criminal.
And she says in parentheses, I live in a city.
I don't care. You bad.
Okay.
You can't drive.
My parents met in Boston, and when I was like learning to drive in northern New York, my dad always called it the Boston bump.
Oh.
Because sometimes you got to squeeze in, and a bump don't do much. So, I mean, I'm not responding to it, but I would have said minimal, I think.
I don't think we're supposed to be touching each other's cars with our cars.
Okay. Not even for a little love bump.
No thanks.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Criminal or minimal? The NFL being a nonprofit.
Whoa, I didn't know that it was. Is it? It makes so much profit. So how is it not a profit?
Criminal or minimal?
I'll say criminal because I don't understand it.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I'm judging. Criminal or minimal, submitted by Alyssa Cangalose. Changing in front of your pets.
Minimal. And I think your pet should change in front of you. I think we should all change in front of each other every day.
Girl, take your fur off.
Thank you. Become who you are.
I can see Gobi whenever I am changing in front of him and he's like looking in my room, hoping for a walk.
Yeah.
And I get naked. I see him get bashful.
You know what they say, though? Pets need stimulus.
Oh, okay. And I won't be giving him stimulus in that regard?
No, I think, give him a show.
Okay, well, that I can
I don't know,
give.
they're animals. They don't care.
That I can't give. You know what? He can't see my thirst traps on Instagram, so...
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just got to be in real life, I guess. Sorry, Gobi. Love you. Want to do one more?
Criminal or minimal? Me hosting this entire episode in my socks.
Oh, okay. With no shoes on.
Yeah.
Also, flexible. Props.
Thank you.
Minimal. Because A, we don't give free foot content, like the bare piggy toes.
I taught you that.
You taught me that, and I've been mindful of it. Do you think it affected your performance on this episode at all?
I don't know. I was more mad than usual.
Oh, yeah. Maybe you're like hot or something. Maybe it's just like increasing your body heat.
I don't know.
Okay.
I felt comfy.
I've always wear my socks, at least in this context.
Real flexible.
On that note, petty criminals, thank you for listening, Kira. Thanks to the court for listening. This was a great crime.
Yes, thank you, Griff, for presenting. Thanks, Carrie, for submitting.
Yeah. And until next week,
stay petty. Petty Crimes is hosted by me, Kira Jane O'Sullivan.
And me, Griff Stark Ennis. This episode was produced by Amber Watson with engineering from Kobe Guilford. Additional production support from Razak Boykin and Abu Kamara.
The show is executive produced by Kevin Hart, Brian Smiley, Mike Stein, Eric Eddings, and Leslie Guam.